Greetings, friends, family, and survivors. Well, I'm up and back on our place and up on some of the old skid roads I haven't been on for a long time. And I'm hunting yew woods, and I found some massive yew woods. And this is the biggest one this high on the mountain. I've got a much bigger one on a draw down below me. And where the limbs on that yew wood are so massive, they're bow worthy and longbow worthy. Yew wood's great for that. And a few years ago, people were removing the bark and help curing cancer, and then they found a synthetic way to make it. But yew wood is an amazing, resilient wood. It's very, very hard. I've got one below us. Maybe I'll show it to you. It's probably close to 2 feet in diameter. Pacific yew. The leaves kind of look like a fir, but they're not. And I was up here and back kind of looking, haven't been in this draw. Always wanted to build a cabin over here because there's a nice view of the lake that way. And it's a northern exposure, not a lot of sunlight over on this side. But I wanted to mention at some point I'm going to be posting some short video clips of some property that we're looking at and we put an offer on over on the east side of the Cascades. And the offer was accepted, and we did the DocuSign today, and so it goes into escrow this afternoon. And 30 days from now, if everything looks good, we'll be owners of 2.5 acres on the east side. And then the challenge begins to build another off-grid home with no money. Now, we've done that once. We've built a lot of homes, and I've only built one with no money. But we've been living in it for almost 30 years. So it can be done. And the thing that helps is I've got 40 acres of timber and I have raw land. And so if I can put the footings in out of pocket, stick frame the whole thing, and then dry it in with a metal roof out of pocket, probably can do all that and insulate it and wire it and plumb it as we go. I have all the electrical, the solar system and all that we need. The big expenses are actually going to be the well and the septic system. So at 60 years old, starting over, making a move 2 hours and 45 minutes east of here, up on a mountain in the cold and snow on an unplowed road where there's no power up there. But there's other, what are you going to do, boy? You're going to climb that log? There's other off-grid neighbors up in that area, and a very close friend that lives about 5 minutes from there. So we've got some good support there. But to build another place with no money, that's the challenge. And the biggest challenge is going to be getting the well in and getting the septic in. So if you have any ideas on that, let me know. Last time I built a home out of pocket for nothing was 30 years ago, and now I'm 60, and it's going to be quite a challenge in thinking. Not so much in the physical building of it. I'll have a lot of help for that with my boys, but just the financial end of it. So it ought to be some interesting video making, interesting change to my channel where you'd go step by step with me from the first time we walk out on the land and put up a fence. The truth is, we just can't maintain 40 acres anymore. It's just too hard. And being up in an area with way more sunshine and very, very much drier, that's what we're looking for, which will help with arthritis issues a whole lot, because it's just cold and wet. I get 33-degree rain all winter. It's just hard. In the Pacific Northwest since 1970, so I have seen some rain and snow in my life. Aren't the ferns beautiful? Man, it's cold in this draw. So that'll be an interesting channel change coming up. I'm thinking about a 2-year window to get it built and make a move. Yep. and 2.5 acres of flat ground with horizon to horizon sun. The property has one pine tree on it. Yep, one pine tree. And I think that's why most people that buy off-grid properties, I want to be in the woods, right? They want trees, they want woods, because they're from the city. And I don't want trees. I want some flat, easy ground. I mean, you could see, you gotta use a quad to get everywhere around here. It's so steep. And I'm really excited about the ground that I can walk across and easy to maintain. 2.5 acres, what a breeze that would be compared to 41 3/4 on the side of a mountain. So that's what's going on, and so appreciate your prayers and your comments and advice that you have on generating income. Maybe some of you have done this from scratch before. I have just once built a home out of pocket with a low wage. What was I making when I left California? I think I've got a video somewhere about the cost of moving north. And when I left Northern California, I was making $36 an hour in 1990. 1989, I was making $36 an hour. And when I moved here in 89, I went from 36 an hour to $12.40. Yeah. And then at the mill ended up making $14.70, I think. And then when I left the mill, I think I was making $50 a year or something like that. But my point is, I built the home on a very low income job. And so be looking at doing it again. Interesting times, to say the least. So come along with me. I'll take you on the journey. And it ought to be fun. Maybe we'll all learn something. There's another Pacific U. I think there's a bigger one down here, down this draw. Usually this is I'm in a creek bed right here. There it is. That is a massive yew tree. And many, many longbow-worthy limbs. Yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for coming along. Have a blessed day.